Yes, Amrita.
Okay, ma'am. A very good evening to everyone present. My name is Amrita, and I welcome all of you to the introductory session of Wicci Architecture Northeast Council. As we all know, Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Wicci, is a premier national business chamber for women, envisioning global impact for women entrepreneurs, businesswomen, and professionals from all walks of life. The Wicci architecture specially focuses on members and concerns of the architect fraternity. To give away the introduction to the Northeast Council, may I please request Architect Ami Ambani Borwa, the Council President, to deliver her welcome address. Ma'am?
Yes. Hi, friends. Very good evening and warm welcome to this session of Wicci Architecture Northeast Council. Since its inception in October 2021, we have been working very hard to increase the strength of our team. And here we are, a strong team of 90 plus members in our Northeast Council. Each region has its own issues and problems, and our Northeast region has its own problems. But now we are confident and hopeful that we can work as a Wicci team to solve many of them. We have prepared Northeast Council Charter and Roadmap 2020, and we all are very positive to fulfill it by working together. I thank Wicci Architecture National Council for connecting all of us and making us part of this journey. Thank you all. Over to Amrita.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Architect Nilakshi D. Sharma, Mentor, Northeast Council, to say a few words.
Hello everyone.
Hello,
my lovely women colleagues, architects. A very welcome from Assam. This is the month of Baisakhi. In Assam, we call it Bohag. Bohag is synonymous with spring and new beginning. And it is such a pleasure to see the young, vibrant Wicci Architecture Northeast Council take its first step in this month of Bohag and positive vibes. I'm sure this is the beginning of a long and fruitful journey. Together, we will raise each other and touch the sky. Let's face it together. Let's be strong together. Let's win it all together. I wish the council the very best. Over to you, Amrita.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those lovely words. We have a beautiful Bihu dance performance by one of our member colleagues, Architect Jitashi Sharma. I request Architect Tanaya Sharma to kindly play the video.
Thank you, Amrita. Good evening, all. I would kindly request the host to allow me to share my screen. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'm sharing my screen here. I hope it's visible.
Yes.
And it's audible.
No, it's not
Festivities
audible.
in Assam are still going on, so it's just a glimpse of it.
There's no sound in it, but we can see the video. I think
the sound is not coming.
Someone has to mute. Somebody has to mute. Please, everyone go on mute. No, there's no sound.
May I kindly request the other members Yes, there is sound.
Thank you. Amrita, over to you.
Thank you, Tanaya. I hope it indeed was refreshing.
That was very nice.
Thank you.
A good start.
Yeah, it was very nice. Beautiful.
Unfortunately, we were not being able to be joined by architect Sabina Khanna, President, National Council Wiki Architecture. We wish her a speedy recovery. We hope that she'll soon join us in the upcoming sessions. Now, I would like to request Architect Deepika Tuteja, National Vice President, Wiki Architecture, to say a few words and address us. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nilakshi, the state mentor. Thank you, Ambani Ami, state president. Thank you, Paramita Kaputi, state vice president, and the team for this wonderful start to our state council sessions. Good evening, lovely ladies who have taken out time and are present here. We are really delighted to see all of you here today as we kickstart our first sessions that will keep us connected and motivated to pursue the purpose for which we have all come together. Northeast Council per se is of importance as it brings into the mainstream a region less explored, a region less connected, yet a region so rich in culture, arts and crafts, tradition and vibrant nature, as we've all just now witnessed. While at Wiki, we are to have a council in each state and UT. To begin with, we are having it as a Northeast Council that will represent the region of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, and Sikkim. We are so happy to have you all on board to be able to work together for the women in architecture in the Northeast region. Thank you so much, and we are really looking forward to your presentations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those encouraging words. Now, may I request Architect Anjali Dhruv Shaikia, pardon me.
Amrita, kindly unmute yourself. Okay, I think there is some glitch on Amrita's...
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
You're audible.
Yeah. To present the roadmap of the Northeast Council of Wiki Architecture.
Yes, Amrita, thank you. Ma'am, I would again require your permission to share the screen.
May I request Architect Tanaya Sharma to kindly share the screen?
Yes. I hope it's visible. And over to Archana Dhruv Saikia, ma'am.
Thank you. Hello to all. Architecture Council Northeast started its journey with a council meeting held in October 2021. There we decided to have session every alternate Fridays. Within a short period of time, we have become a family of 90 plus members with core council comprising of 14 members and have included 5 youth members as well. Quite impressive, don't you think? Further, I am happy to inform you that we have members from all northeastern states. Now I present proposed charter by our Northeast, prepared by our Northeast Council. Firstly, we would like to create awareness generation about architecture discipline through social media platform. Secondly, we plan to encourage girls to consider architecture. Hello? To consider
Yes,
architecture.
ma'am, we can hear you.
Oh,
we can hear you.
Okay, sorry. To consider architecture as a career through talks conducted in the school. We are planning to catch them young. We plan to coordinate with the colleges and polytechnics of the region to bridge the gap between academics and professional practices. Next, we have planned to collaborate with the colleges in the region to encourage timely site visits for skill and professional development of the female architects. Further, we would like to promote active networking with multi-sector professionals. We also have plans to organize monthly webinar on current issues. And we will be highlighting the role of women in architecture through invited lectures by women architects. Now, I would like to present the roadmap for the year 2022, starting from the month of May. In May, we plan to have face-to-face interaction of all Northeast Council members for better understanding and bonding. June, we want to share our professional experiences with fellow members of the region by organizing webinars. In July, we plan to organize a webinar on bamboo construction for skill enhancement and to emphasize on sustainability. Bamboo is a locally available material in the Northeast region. We want to encourage its use in building technology. Coming to August, we want to document the vernacular architecture of the Northeast region and spread the awareness to public as well. In September, we are going to one step further. We are planning to visit other Northeast states to enhance and exchange our knowledge. During October, we plan to meet women professionals of other fields to understand and exchange ideas and knowledge for mutual growth. Coming to November, we are planning to organize public awareness program with respect to habitat and built environment of Northeast region. For December, we are planning to organize webinars on green and sustainable building technology, especially suitable for the Northeast region. So this is the roadmap. Amrita, you can go forward.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Amrita.
I'm extremely sorry for the technical glitch. Thank you, Architect Archana Dhuvsaikia ma'am, for the presentation. Northeast India is a platform of amalgamation of rich and diverse culture. This reflects in all facets of life, here including architecture. We are presenting a video on one peculiar design idea from each of the 8 states of the region. It is just a palette of tasters for the extravagant cuisine of culture and architecture the region beholds. May I now request the host to kindly allow me to share the screen.
It's already allowed. I did that initially. You can share your screen. Can you hear me, Amrita?
The architecture of Roomtek Monastery. The main structure of Roomtek Monastery is a 3-story building, and it houses some original Buddhist religious works of art on the planet as divider wall paintings, thankas, which looks with perplexing hand artworks. You will also find 1001 brilliant models of Buddha and so forth. With the generosity and help of the Sikkim royal family and the local folks of Sikkim, it was built by the 16th Karmapa as his main seat in exile. After 4 years, construction of the monastery was completed. The sacred items and relics brought out from Surfu Monastery, the Karmapa seat in Tibet, were installed. Manipur. Manipuri architecture or Meitei architecture is the architecture produced by the Meitei speaking people, whose culture flourished in the Kangleipak kingdom and its neighboring kingdoms from the middle of the 15th century BC. The Meitei architecture is best known for its temples, which are called Laishang, Kiong, and Thalon, found scattered in the Kangleipak, which is present day Manipur. Other architectural forms that are still in existence are the grand gates, hojang, traditional houses called yumjao, public houses, sanglen, official buildings, loishang, etc.
क्या है रेड कलर का टीना जो है
The ancient Meitei temple of Lord Pakhangba, restored in 2007 inside the Kangla Palace, Manipur, is an architectural marvel. Manipur also has a market system completely run by women. They are called Ima markets. Due to the arrival of Hinduism in the kingdom of Kangleipak, the form of architecture was greatly influenced during the 16th to 17th century AD. Hundreds of Vaishnava temples were built in the kingdom with a mixed architectural design of both the traditional Meitei architecture and mainland Indian architecture. The temples and other buildings built in Meitei architecture is easily distinguished by the holy chirong, horns, attached on the top of the roof. Nagaland. Nagaland is one of the most colorful states of the Northeast region. There are 16 tribes in Nagaland, each with different architectural traditions. Each has responded efficiently to climatic challenges, dovetailed with cultural needs, and providing a nurturing matrix for ordinary life. Like all traditional architecture, the Naga way of building has evolved over centuries through trial and error. Out of necessity, it engages with the local environment directly. The tribal houses are built predominantly of wood, bamboo, and thatch. The sloping roofs in thick layers of thatch, elegantly secured at the ridge with a decorative weave of bamboo and grass, is unique to each tribe. Use of bright colors is peculiar to Naga culture. We can also see fine craftsmanship in both their architecture and interiors. The Morong is a key institution of the Nagas, and it is also the center for social life of all the unmarried male members of the society. It is the place for the young boys where they learn about social practices and beliefs from their elders. The Morong is generally built on the edge of a steep slope to the highest altitude of the settlement area. It enables the Morong members to watch and protect their village from sudden raids and attack of the enemies. An elliptical form of a wide open entrance place with a magnificent piece of single wood log gives a fancy look to the Morong. The modern and contemporary architecture of Nagaland is also inspired heavily from these traditional characteristics of their architecture and culture. Mizoram. Mizos are tribal hill people in the Indian state of Mizoram and its neighboring areas having a Burmese descendants. Fokon is a small village situated 18 kilometers south of the main city of Aizawl, depicting the lifestyle and culture of a typical Mizo village constructed by Mizoram government. In this video, the architectural details of the vernacular Mizo house in rural Mizoram is shown. The traditional material used is bamboo and hay for roofing. Bamboo is also extensively used in the interiors of Mizo houses. The contemporary architecture in Mizoram is also inspired by the traditional vocabulary of Mizo architecture. Tripura. The Nir Mahal Palace is the establishment of the Maharaja's great taste and his fascinating idea of blending medieval Hindu and Muslim traditions and culture. The palace is divided into two parts. The western side of the palace is known as Andar Mahal. It was made for the royal family. The eastern side is an open air theatre where drama, theatre, dance, and other cultural events were organized for the enjoyment of the Maharajas and their royal families. The palace has 24 rooms in total. The Nir Mahal has two stairways inside leading down to a landing on the water of Rudrasagar Lake. Maharajas used to go to the palace by hand powered boat from Rajghat. On the ceiling, the palace houses one of the most beautiful terrace gardens of India. Though poor maintenance and lack of exposure to tourists has led to the depletion of beauty and splendor of this terrace as well as the Nir Mahal Palace. Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh is the most eastern state of northeast India. The Tawang Monastery, located in Tawang town, which is the headquarter of Tawang district in Arunachal Pradesh. It is the largest monastery in India. The monastery, built like a large mansion, is 3-storied high with large assembly halls, residential quarters for students, lamas, and its center for Buddhist cultural studies. The large image of Buddha of 18 feet height is installed over a platform and its head extends up to the first floor. The library of the monastery has valuable old scriptures, mainly Kangyur and Tengyur. The monastery has a printing press for printing religious books using paper made locally. Wooden blocks are used for printing. Meghalaya. A living root bridge is a type of simple suspension bridge formed of living plant roots by tree shaping. They are common in the southern part of the northeast Indian state of Meghalaya. They are handmade from the aerial roots of rubber fig trees, Ficus elastica, by the Khasi and the Jaintia people of the mountainous terrain along the southern part of the Shillong Plateau. Most of the bridges grow on steep slopes of subtropical moist, broadleaf forest between 50 and 1150 meter above sea level. Assam, whose capital Guwahati is considered the gateway to northeast India, houses Majuli, the largest river island in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, famous for its architecture and culture. The island has been the hub of Assamese Neo-Vaishnavite culture initiated around the 15th century by the revered Assamese saint Srimanta Honkordev and his disciple Madhavdev. Many hotras or monasteries constructed by the saint still survive and represent the colorful Assamese culture. The saint took refuge in Majuli and spent a couple of months Belguri in West Majuli, which was a place of grandeur for the historic and auspicious event known as Monikansan Hongjok. Along with the Hotra architecture, Majuli is also famous for the tribal architecture like the Missing.
We hope this has been able to intrigue all of you. Now we open the forum for discussion. We look forward to your feedback, inputs, and questions. I request Vice President, National Council Wiki Architecture, Architect Deepika Tuteja, to take this interaction session forward. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for such an informative video. It was such a pleasure to go through all the different kinds of architecture from each state. And as I said initially in the introduction, that Northeast is so rich in culture and heritage. There are certain things which, we all, I don't know, at least I was not aware of the kind of architecture because so diverse. And kudos to all of you, the team, that the kind of, this is the first state council meeting. And I would like to say to other state heads that you've really done, Northeast has brilliantly done their, roadmap. It's excellent how you have put in all your months and the roadmap of going ahead with the initiatives for women architects, for the younger generation. The only thing I would like to add after looking at the video and your roadmap is that each state should get, maybe a chance to bring in a woman architect from that region, from that state, to talk about architecture of what's happening in that particular area now and what it was and whether now, how is it going about. If you can, include that in one of your roadmaps, because it will be very, very informative for everyone, because all state councils would be attending. And today we are not going live because we've just started this wiki Zoom today with your state. So next time we'll be more prepared and we'll go live on Facebook so that many others can attend and get enlightened with the knowledge. So those are my points, and I can see many participants from National Council and other states. So would you like to share your thoughts? I can see Upinder here, I can see Jolly. Would you like to come and talk about your views?
So, Deepika, kudos to the team. They've really prepared it very well. And the way you had said, one architect from that region should come forward. Though I've worked in projects for Northeast, but even I wasn't aware about that diverse architecture that's coming up there. Because being in the government department, our concerns were entirely different. But seeing today, I realized that even we had missed out. So if they take up one state in each time, maybe we'll be all enlightened by that.
That's
Sure.
what I said.
Yeah.
So we have Shubhada here. Shubhada, please come forward and say a few words.
Point taken, so Upinder, yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm Shubhada Chapekar here from Pune. And it was so amazing to see the presentation. It was, we living here so much to the south and to the west of the Northeast region, we are not at all aware of what beautiful architecture is existing over there. And, you will be surprised, but every year we plan that we will take a study tour, we'll take our students to see at least to Assam or, some larger states which are more accessible. But we somehow don't end up coming over there. And I think that is a great loss to all of us. And yes, so it was very heartening to see such lovely architecture. And I also like the way you have so systematically presented the roadmap. It is so clear, there is so much clarity. And we are very happy to see that, you people, you ladies are doing such amazing work. And I'm looking forward to all your events. I can see month-wise planning and also that's really amazing. And whatever Deepika has already said, I support the same sentiment. And all the best to all of you. Thank you.
Taking from you, Shubhada, I would also like to add here that as I also mentioned that there are so many things that even all of us are not aware of the architecture elements and the history. So just a thought, it has just occurred to me that one of your roadmap says that you'll be visiting other states. So why don't you organize for the whole National Council, including all states, who want to come and be part of that visit? You could do that.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
It'll be really, really nice for everyone, for all of us from different states, from National Council, and try and do that.
Yes, that would be really amazing, and I would be the first one to come. And I also have an ulterior motive. I would like to meet Paramita Didi. I think she's here. So I've met, she's actually a very good friend of my sister-in-law, and I met her a long time back. And definitely I would like to visit Assam and any other state that you plan to visit. Yeah. Please do let all of us know here, and we would, plan our schedules accordingly and definitely be a part of your visit.
You can make a trip to all the states, maybe 2 days each or something. Yeah. You can organize. I mean, it's just my thought.
Now we have added one more point to our charter, that we are going to organize a national meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Awareness of Northeast. Awareness of Northeast, especially.
Exactly.
Title set.
So I can see Jolly here. Jolly, please say a few words, and then Prabjot is here. So Jolly, go ahead.
I think we just have 1 or 2 minutes left. All I would like to do is, being from Assam and being an architect practicing in various corners of India and some places outside, this was a lovely presentation, very lively with the Bihu introduction, because it kind of brings in the spirit of the season. And yes, when I looked at the roadmap, when you're talking about the webinar series that you're going to have for the State Council, I think you should be able to open it up and invite, the email addresses which have been collated for all over Wiki for different states. If all of us could be, be able to enable us to attend, that would be very informative, especially when you are covering the different styles of different parts of the Northeast states. It would be a learning exercise. As everybody has says, all of them have unique styles. So that is what I would like to add. Thank you so much. This has been a great exposure. Thank you.
Thanks, Jolly. Over to you, Prabjot. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, absolutely remarkable. My 3 cheers for the entire team that worked so nicely, and it was an eye-opening session. And looking forward for more such sessions. We would like to. I have Punjab session also. We are planning to launch soon. So hope to see everyone there as well. My best wishes to the entire team, the team Northeast and the team National team.
Thank you, Prabjot. So.
Thank you so much for your inputs. It has definitely added to our enthusiasm, and the whole team will go ahead with positive mindset. So I'm sure we are going to meet very soon sometimes with the National Council.
Thank you. We look forward to that.
Deepika, I just wanted to add to this National Council's and the State Council's president and the vice president should be the part of the National Council web WhatsApp group. That way they can encourage all of amongst themselves to join.
So we have a group, Prabjot, for all the state presidents and vice presidents.
So that means Punjab president was there, vice president, because I was expecting 2-3 of them to join today.
No, the mails have been sent to everyone.
Yeah, I reposted mail. Many people don't. In these days, WhatsApp is much more accessible.
Yes,
Viewed
Abjot,
them
let me add
details.
here. There is a WhatsApp group of presidents and vice presidents of all state councils. So
That's good. I only feeling guilty because I posted it 7:05 में मैंने repost किया उसको.
नहीं तो
So
उनके
that's why.
yeah.
Oh,
So
go
they,
ahead. Everything is.
so thank you very much. Over to you, Amrita or Nilakshi. So you can take over.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
This indeed is becoming a very interesting discussion, but since we have a ticking clock to adhere to, so I think we'll have to wrap up for the day. I would like to request Vice President, Northeast Council, Architect Paramita Kakuti, ma'am, to give the vote of thanks.
Hello, everybody. On behalf of all the members of Wicci Architecture Northeast Council, it is my proud privilege and honor to offer the vote of thanks. Our thanks to the President, Sabina Khanna, and Vice President, Deepika Tuteja, and of course, all members of the Wicci Architecture National Council for having us on board this wonderful family. I use the word family emphatically and with emotion because every time we meet online, that feeling is palpable. So wonderful to be part of it. Thank you so much. A special thanks to Nilakshi Sharma for mentoring us so wonderfully and being an amazing motivator. She really got us moving and shaking. We are like a newborn baby in this family, but as Providence would have it, we were the opening batsmen for this, the monthly meets. We could not have put this together, but for the president and team of core members who worked relentlessly within a short time frame. Thank you, girls. Our thanks to the associate members for their presence. A big thank you to the youth wing for their presence and a shout out to their president, Amrita Sabha Pandit, for moderating this event so beautifully. Last but not the least, a big thank you to all you wonderful ladies for joining in, and your inputs were so encouraging, such wonderful words. It's giving us a lot of impetus, and this meet and this your encouragement will definitely give us the energy to forge ahead. Thank you and have a wonderful evening till we meet again next month. Cheers.
Thank you. Well done. Nilakshi.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All soul sisters.
Thank you
all
so
soul
much.
sisters. Deepika?
Yes,
soul
yes, of
sisters
course.
का भी concept है तो, yeah.
Yes. I would like to say that if you could share all the youth wing members, their contact numbers, so that we can add them to the WhatsApp group of the youth wing. There's a WhatsApp group so that they can interact and they can, you know, take their agenda forward.
Definitely. Yes, we'll do that shortly. Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
ma'am.
much. Thank you.
While the world is going through a rough time, staying active and positive is the need of the hour. From the land of the Blue Hills and the Red River, I take this opportunity to convey warm regards and wishes to everyone out there for a better tomorrow. We hope to meet all of you soon again. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye. All the best to the company.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.